Hi everyone, it's Jennifer, and I'm going to be talking about Filipino food cuisine. So first, I'm going to start with the Filipino food history. Filipino cuisine is steadily gaining popularity around the world for its spice-packed, flavorful dishes. Over thousands of years, other countries' occupation in the Philippines have influenced the Filipino food we know today. Filipino cuisine is constantly growing and changing from their first encounter with the Chinese, who introduced a small group of islands in the Pacific, to rice, soy sauce, and the egg roll, also known as the future lumpia. Suimei to their interaction with the Spanish, who introduced cutlery, tomatoes, and cattle raising, and the Americans, who brought canned meats and kitchen appliances. While the cuisine is always evolving, traditional Filipino culture and cooking are still represented in each dish. So here's some of the Philippine and its food history. Back in 3400 BC, and the earliest evidence of rice in the Philippines was found in the Cagayan Valley, and the rice was brought to the Philippines during an Indo-Malaysia, Chinese, and Vietnamese wave of migration. And then in the 2nd century AD, the Chinese were the first to trade with the Philippines, which they called Mall, and the Chinese introduced the Philippines um, soy sauce, fish sauce, and a method of stir frying. And this led to the birth of many Filipino Chinese dishes, such as pancit, lumpia, and siopao. And then the Philippines, back in 1100 AD, began trading with India, Thailand, and Japan, and this led to the creation of many new Filipino dishes with spices and flavors from around the world. And there are other histories here, but I'll get to that next time. Foreign influences of Filipino cuisine are India, Arabia, Chinese, and Hispanic influences. A traditional Filipino breakfast may include pandesal, quesong puti, which is a Filipino cheese, champorado, which is a chocolate rice porridge, silog, which is a sinigang garlic fried rice, which can be served with a fried egg and meat, such as tapa, longanisa, tocino, carne norte, corned beef, or fish such as daing na bangos, salted and dried milkfish, or itlog na pula, which is a salted duck egg. And coffee is commonly served when they eat breakfast, when the Filipinos eat breakfast. For a Filipino lunch, usually either breakfast or lunch is the largest meal. So at exactly 12 noon, Filipinos dash outside of their work office or to their kitchen to eat. And a typical Filipino lunch is composed of a food variant or two for some, served with rice and sometimes with soup. Whether grilled, stewed, or fried, rice is eaten with everything. Due to the tropical climate of the Philippines, the preference is to serve ice cold water, juices, or soft drinks with their meals. Filipino dish, while still a main meal, is served smaller than other countries. So there's arroz caldo, which is a rice porridge with chicken and eggs, chicken adobo, served with rice, is a garlic soy sauce and vinegar flavor, beef steak, which is with onions, also served with rice, kare kare, which is one of my family favorites. Kare kare is a peanut flavored soup with oxtail and vegetables, and it's served with rice. Sinigang with rice is my all-time favorite. It's a sweet and sour soup, and it could be cooked with different types of meats. Pork and beef are the main meat source for that dish, served with rice. So rice is the main food source for the Filipino culture. Nutrition food guide in the Philippines, Filipino plate, also Pinggang Pinoy. In the Philippines, they've been facing the rise on the number of underweight and overweight Filipinos for more than 20 years. The World Health Organization defined this phenomenon as the double burden of malnutrition or the prevalence of both undernutrition and overweight in the same community, nation, or region. To address this problem, the Philippine government launched the Pinggang Pinoy campaign in 2014. Pinggang Pinoy is an easy to understand food guide showing proper food group portioning on a per meal basis. This reflects the principle of moderation, variety, and balance to promote healthier eating habits. So here it's kind of similar to the US My Plate, but this one shows grow, glow, and go. Grow is the protein, glow is the fruits and vegetables, and go is the carbohydrates like the rice, the beans, etc., etc. So an example food guide for Pinggang Pinoy for ages 3 to 12 consists of their breakfast here. Looks like half an egg, rice, and vegetables with a banana. Their lunch is chicken tinola, which has chicken and vegetables served with rice and mango. For dinner, they have half of a fish with rice and veggies and watermelon. And for snack, for their AM snack, they can have the sumang sa ibos, which is a sweet rice wrapped in banana leaves, and their PM snack is boiled kamote, which is a sweet potato. And for their beverage is either water or milk. So that concludes my presentation. I hope you like the foods that are represented here in the Philippines. Thank you for watching, and I hope you explore and try the foods here. They have restaurants or small little shops that serve Filipino food. I hope you try it. It's so good, and thank you again. Enjoy your day.